Gamers, today I got a little special video for you guys. I actually put in the effort, and with the help of my chat moderators, we got the production value and we got the information value. Now, let me reveal it. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, look at that. All right, so I asked basically top 9 players by ATR, which is all tournament rankings, to send me their top 5 players for each civilization, okay? So I asked Lucifron, give me your top 5 players for English, top 5 players for French, top 5 players for Rus, and so on. So I did that with every single player, and they were very nice. These guys that you see right here on the screen were very nice to actually submit their lists and help me out in making these this video. So I went by basically top 9 ATR or people who did well in the last Golden League. So it's like a mix of those two. I think the only players from top 10 ATR that are missing are Marine Lord and B. I asked both of them. They did not submit or want to submit, whatever. So I did ask them. They didn't participate, which is fine. No one's, no one has to do it, right? If they want to do it, I appreciate their help. If they don't want to do it, that's okay too. There were some more people that I asked as I was going down the ATR list, but some of them were like, you know what, I actually don't know, I'm not sure, so I don't wanna submit. And I was like, that's fine. So yeah, I got this idea from Nilly, who made last year video top like 16 or 15 players in AOE4, where people voted for the top players. I asked Nilly, is it okay if I record something similar? He said, go ahead. So here we are. So the way this is gonna work is this is creation of my mods. So I submitted every single name here manually because you can't copy paste for this thing. But my mods made this where if I want to see what Lucifron voted, I just gotta click a button, which is amazing. So let's get started. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna be showing all votes for the English. Then I'm gonna show right here the top 5 English players by scoring. And then we're going to move on to the other civs. As you can see in the bottom right corner, we got all the other civs as well. One last thing to mention is the ranking. Basically, whoever Lucifron voted first, that person gets 5 points. Whoever Lucifron voted 5th in ranking, that person got 1 point. So what I did is I collected all the points like that and got the final scoring. All right. So Lucifron's top 5. Now, to some players, I specified only active players. Some players I didn't, so that's on me. So Lucifron put Mistdown number 1, Marine Lord, Vortex, Beasty, and the Muslim. We're gonna have a little bit of a slower start just to make sure I explain how things work and you guys are aware. And after that, we're probably gonna go a little bit faster. So these are Lucifron's votes, okay? For the top 5 English players from best to, not worst, 5th. This is Vortex's. So Marine Lord is obviously like really good English player, and both of the Spanish bros put him as top 2. Players are allowed to vote for themselves, by the way, just so you guys are aware. I specifically said you can vote for yourself because I didn't want to, exclude that in any way. And I did not vote in this at all. The reason I did not vote is, I'm making the video, so I didn't want to like influence the voting or like rig the results in any way. Because there'd be crazy conspiracies probably. So there it is. So their list is pretty similar, except I guess Mista and Lucifron did not vote for himself. The Canadian bros puts Marine Lord again at number 1, the Muslim number 2, or Demu. These days, since he changed the name. Lucifron, Vortex, and Beasty. And then Wham, Demu, Marine Lord, Beasty, Vortex, Lucifron. Now, a lot of these, one thing I want to mention is a lot of these lists will have for certain civs same players over and over. And that's because, usually the top players will be able to play those civs better than, rank 40 guy, even though he mains one civ. Here's Recon's list. Marine Lord, he puts me in a second, Lucifron, Demu, and B. The Muslim, I'm gonna need time to get used to not calling him the Muslim anymore. This is his list. He put himself as number 1, then Marine Lord. So you can see, like, looking at this, Marine Lord's getting a lot of votes. Obviously, his English is good, and yeah. And at the end, I'm gonna give my opinion on the final list. These are Salami's votes. Put me as first, Demo as second, Lucifer, Vortex, Divine. He didn't even put Marine Lord. He's like, you know what? Marine Lord sucks ass. Sort of. In the bottom left, we got Poppy Paw, Lucifer, Beasty, Marine Lord, and Demo. And then Anatan voted me, then Marine Lord, Lucifer, Demo, and B. Now, I do want to say, please, listen, please do not flame the players for like, oh, this guy's wrong or this guy's wrong. I want to mention one thing, which is everyone has their own personal experience with everyone else that they voted for. So, for example, if Marine Lord, let's say, beat Vortex like 5 times with English, right? He's gonna be like, okay, Marine Lord's English is really good. But if Recon's beating Marine Lord's English every time, then he's gonna rate it lower because he's like, well, other English players beat me. So there's some obviously bias and personal preference for these things, or not preference, but just different experience and how the matches went between the players. So yeah, and the final list for the best English players, for top 5 English players in the world. Marine Lord, I mean, he's gotten a lot of votes. So Marine Lord is first place with 33 points. I'm second with 26, Demo with 25, Lucifer 23, and then Vortex at 15. Now, my opinion on this list is I don't think I'm second best English. I would probably maybe put myself as third. I would probably put Demo above me, but either way, it's pretty close. And the fact that the scoring is so equal kind of tells you that there's no player that's like miles ahead from the other guys. I think the reason Marine Lord is the best English is voted by the players is because his micro is really good with English, and he's a patient player, so he doesn't like overextend and just die. So more or less, I think I agree with the list, and that's it. Let's move on. French. So I do want to say not many people play French. This list is going to be interesting. So Lucifer still puts Marine Lord as #1 French, puts himself second, Vortex, Lenok, and B. Lenok is actually really good with French, by the way. Really good with French. Lenok's taking a break right now, by the way. I checked up on him, but he will be back for the next big tournament. But yeah, Lenok's French is really good. Very aggressive and just good micro. Vortex with Lucifer, Marine Lord, Lenok, B, and Wham. And the fact that Lenok hasn't done like insanely well in last Golden League, and the fact that he has been inactive for a bit and people are still putting him on the list proves kind of how good he is with French. Now let's mix it up. We don't want to go in the same order every time. Anatan put Lucifer on B, Marine Lord, Beasty, Poppy Paw, sort of, Marine Lord, Lucifer, Vortex. And to be fair, I would say the best French players is the variation of this vote right here. In my opinion, these 5 guys are probably the 5 best French players. I don't know exactly where I would rate who, but I would say that list is pretty correct, in my opinion. Recon, Marine Lord, Lucifer, Beasty, Vortex, and B. Demu, Lucifer, Marine Lord, B, Vortex, and Lenok. And you can see this list, this specific list, is repeating quite a bit. So, yeah. Salami, Marine Lord, B, Beasty, Demu, and sort of. Poppy Paw, Lucifer, B, Marine Lord, Vortex, and Lenok. Again, Lenok getting many votes for it. And then Wham went Lucifer, Marine Lord, Vortex, B, Beasty, and B. So with that being said, the final results for the best French players, even though it's not played too much, are Marine Lord with 38 points, Lucifer 1 point behind him. B, Vortex, and then me. Now, I don't think I'm top 5 French players. I don't play French. I used to play French a lot. I think Lenok is probably, perhaps even like 4th or 5th best French player, in my opinion. So if I was doing the voting, I would probably give Lenok a vote as well. But regarding the best French players, I would say, like, Marine Lord is maybe not playing French right now, but him and Lucifer are I think, a level above others. Lucifer's French is really good. And I think Marine Lord's as well. I'm a bit surprised on Vortex, because I actually think Vortex and Lucifron have very similar skill in French. But apparently other people disagree, and obviously B is also there. He plays French quite a bit, so there it is. That's the list. Next one is Rus. Now, Rus, I want to mention, is probably, not probably, it's for sure influenced by the fact that this is not like land map Rus specifically. You gotta think of like Rus in general, right? On hybrid maps, on water maps and stuff like that. So I would imagine that a lot of voting from these guys were heavily influenced by the best Rus maps, which are like, you know, Golden Heights, Baltic, hybrid maps, water maps, I would say, and just knowledge of Rus in general, because Rus can be played on many different maps. So let's start with Wham. Wham voted Marine Lord, B, Beasty, Vortex, and Lucifron. Poppy Paw voted Lucifron, Beasty, Marine Lord, B, and Vortex. Demu voted Marine Lord, Lucifron, Wham, B, and Vortex. Recon, Marine Lord, Beasty, B, Lucifron, Vortex. So you can already see some similarities in the voting. This list right here from these two guys and this one are pretty much the same. Like the order is different, but you kind of get an inkling of who's going to be the highest voted. Now Salami has top 2, a little bit different than everyone else, but I will say Louis Rus is really good. Now I'm not sure if I would rate Louis Rus above like Lucifron and Marine Lord, but Louis Rus is actually really good. When I was practicing for Golden League, I played off of stream, and Louis beat me 3 times with Rus in a row, and I was just like, it's one of those where this is when I first started playing with Louis, and I was like, I'm not sure if I'm playing bad or he's like improved a shit ton. But yeah, his Rus is good, so I will definitely give him that. The thing is, Louis doesn't practice with a lot of these guys, I think, in custom games. So again, different experiences, right? Ano10 voted B, Beasty, Marine Lord, Lucifron, Vortex, sort of Lucifron, Vortex, Beasty, B, Marine Lord. And then the last two, the Spanish bros, Lucifron's list right here. Vortex did not even put himself in top 5, but Lucifron put him as second. So in general, you can see there's Marine Lord, there's Lucifron. So I think it's going to be between 2 of them. The best Rus players are, again, very close between Lucifron and Marine Lord. But as you can see, the voting between the top 4 is very close. And I would also say this is like very similar thing to English, in my opinion, where we don't have the best English player by far, where it's like, yo, this guy is like, you know, his English or his Rus is exceptional. Although I don't think my Rus is that good from the civs that I play. So I'm surprised that I'm even voted for top 4 Rus. I play Rus here and there, but not too often, right? And then you can see these 3 guys are also pretty close in voting, so there you go. Next one is going to be Mongols. Mongol, let's start with sort of. Best Mongol players, Wham, Poppy Paw, Lucifron, Vortex, then Beasty. Ano10 voted Poppy Paw, then Beasty, then B, Wham, Vortex. Demu voted me as the best Mongol player, then Lucifron, Poppy Paw. So you can see Poppy Paw and Wham are a lot in this one. They're in the list. I mean, here they're first as well. Recon put Marine Lord first, me second, B, Lucifron, Vortex. Salami, Beasty, Recon, Marine Lord, sort of, and Zerton. Wham voted Vortex first, me second, Lucifron third, Lenok, and Poppy Paw. Lenok's Mongol is actually pretty good as well. If people haven't seen it or played against it, his Mongol is good. Poppy Paw put me first, Wham second, B, Vortex, Lenok, and then the Spanish brothers voted for Marine Lord number 1, then Vortex, Beasty, Beasty, Lucifron, Lucifron, Vortex, Poppy Paw, and Wham. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I think, like, out of all Marine Lord civs, I don't think his Mongol is his top 5 civ even. I think he's very, like, I'm very surprised by the people who put Marine Lord as #1 Mongol. Because I think, and again, I'm not trying to, like, troll him or, you know, meme for the, you know, for the video. I think his Mongol is shit. Like, I don't think he's even top 5 Mongol. But that's my opinion, right? Like other civs that Marine Lord plays, for sure, very good, very solid. But I don't think Marine Lord himself thinks that his Mongol is good. So when I saw this list, I was like, maybe I don't know something they do, but I don't even remember Marine Lord playing Mongols recently, you know? So that's kind of surprising. He used to, but not anymore. So anyway, the top 5 Mongol players is... And the voting, as you can see, this is like the first one where there's difference. So the maximum amount of points you can score is 45. If every single player would give you 5 or first place, which would be crazy. All 9. But yeah, I'm at first place. Marine Lord is second. Vortex, Lucifron, Papipo, and Wham. My personal opinion is that Vortex is very close to me, if not better, with Mongols. I don't know if he still plays them, so maybe now he doesn't play them as much. But Vortex used to have best Mongol by quite a bit. Yeah, and Papipo and Wham, by the way, are both at 14. So you can see that you have, this is basically a top 6, but you can see that 18, 18, 17, 14, 14. You know, the difference in points in the guy's opinion is like, I'm the best Mongol, then you have 5 players that are very equal, equal in points. So that's it. Best acid players. Now this one surprised me, and you guys will see why. This is the first one that I would say I did not expect, because in my head I have a certain idea who the best Abbasid players are, but again, every player has their own ideas. So Recon voted Marine Lord, Beasty, Papipo, Wham, and Demu. Demu voted Beasty, Marine Lord, Lucifer, and Wham, and Demu. Salami voted Wham, Beasty, Marine Lord, Demu, sort of. The Canadian bros, actually they voted identical on this. And when I was doing the, because I had to manually input every single one of these because I couldn't copy paste. So it was like 2:30 a.m. I was doing this last night. And when I did this, and then I looked at Wham's, because I filled in Papipos, and then I looked at Wham's, and I was like, did I mistype? So then I double checked, and their list is actually exactly the same for this. I mean, exact order. Sort of, Wham, Marine Lord, Beasty, Lucifer, and Demu, and then Anatand, Marine Lord, Beasty, Papipo, Wham, and B. So I would say top 2, 3 is more or less similar, but then after that it kind of varies with different players. Lucifron voted Marine Lord as #1, put Louis as #5. So you can see people got Louis on the radar. If Louis, I think, keeps practicing, by the way, he can be like top 8 player for sure, at least. And then Vortex, Marine Lord, Lucifron, Beasty, Papipa, and Wham. And with all these calculations, you can see that Marine Lord and I are often at the first place. Once everything goes down, these are the results. So the reason I said I'm surprised by this is because I did not expect I would be second. I don't play Abbasid that much, to be fair. Like, when I do, I feel like I do okay. I don't think I'm that good with Abbasid. I'm not like, ooh, I'm gonna play Abbasid on this map, right? But I think Abbasid is a civ that not many people consider like as their go-to. So yeah, maybe because it's an underrated civ. And yeah, I don't think anyone, even with these votes, like Marine Lord, me and Wham have the most points. I wouldn't say that any one of us picks Abbasid a lot. But yeah, there's the list. I honestly did not expect I would be even like top 3 in this. But you can see the point drop off after that. It goes from 26 to 9 and then 8. So it's kind of like these are the top 3s, right? With Marine Lord almost having maximum amount of points. And after that, it just kind of dips super high. So yeah, and it's funny because Marine Lord likes to go the, you know, the bitch route, which is the trade wing, and I like to go economic wing. So, all right, next one is Delhi. Now, who do you guys think are top 3 delis? You will be surprised. You will be shooketh. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's start with the Spanish brothers. Lucifron puts Vortex, then Vortex as the best. Marine Lord, Lucifron, Beasty, and B. Vortex puts me as number 1. And I think this is the clear example of what I meant earlier with different experiences. Because Vortex puts me as 4th, and, or sorry, Lucifron puts me as 4th, and Vortex puts me as 1. And I think the reason for that is because I played Vortex in a Delhi mirror, I think twice, and I won. So in his mind, it's probably like, oh, Beasty's Delhi is really good, but Lucifron didn't have that experience. So that's why sometimes the results, I think, kind of vary, or you're more biased towards one answer where it's, you know, up or against. So Beasty, Vortex, Lucifron, Marine Lord, and B. Poppy Paw voted me, then Vortex, Lucifron, Wham, Marine Lord. Wham voted, it's funny, the brothers kind of voted each side almost the opposite. Lucifron, Vortex, Poppy Paw, Marine Lord, and Beasty. Salami voted Beasty, then Salami, then Demu, sort of B. Anotan, Vortex, Beasty, Lucifron, Poppy Paw, Marine Lord. Sort of, Lucifron, Beasty, Wham, Vortex, Poppy Paw. Recon voted me, then Baboon, then B, the Lucifron, Wham, and Demu, Vortex, Poppy Paw, Beasty, Lucifron, Marine Lord. So, a lot of different opinions, I think, who the best one is. In my opinion, I think the best 3 Delhi players are probably me, Vortex, and Lucifron, in no specific order. I think we do play different Delhi though. They play Delhi very aggro, like with almost no scholars and just kind of like going for that. And I think I'm much more inclined to go castle. Like I can play aggro, but I go, you know, castle, I would say a little bit more, and just kind of continue macroing. So, with that being said, no specific order, stop. With that being said, the best Delhi players are... Boom! And I think, again, I don't know if I'm the best Delhi player, but I think the top 3 is probably correct. And after that, a lot of players said it was like something along the lines of like 15-10 and then like 9-8-8 and stuff like that. Yeah, I would say the top 3 is correct in my opinion, so I agree with that. All right, next one is Holy Roman Empire. Now, if there's any Civ, okay, that, yeah boy, you know what I mean? I mean, come on, like, who doesn't know this? You know what I mean? Do we just skip? Okay, let's just skip. Let's go China. All right, we'll do HRing. So, I'm just gonna read the number 1 player because we're going a bit too slow. Let's just look at the number 1 player. Beasty. 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 And Beasty. I found it so funny when they voted in HRE and what I saw, and I was like, no fucking way that every single person voted me as number 1. Because I do think I'm the best HRE player, but I was like, holy fuck. Because a lot of players play HRE on hybrid maps, so I thought like someone's gonna vote someone like as the best because of hybrid maps. But yeah, the final voting is Beasty with 45 points. So in this one I got the most amount of points, which again is it's pretty funny. Marine Lord 2nd, Demu is 3rd, Lucifron, then Poppy Paw. again, I think top 3 is correct. After that, I'm honestly not sure. Core says I beat Beasty Nature Mirror. Yeah, it's soon gonna be 2-year anniversary, Core. All right, next one is China. Now this is interesting because everyone plays China differently, I feel like. Like, I think that Puppy Paw, Wham, and me have more similar style than the Muslim Marine Lord. And then you have a style, and I would say probably Recon has his own style. And then Vortex and Lucifer have their own style. I would say sort of is actually closer to Puppy Paw, Wham, and I. And then Anoten, I honestly don't know. I don't remember if I played as China at all. But basically, some people play like 1 TC Jugenu. Some people play 2 TC Song Castle, which is how me Canadian bros like to play. And then you have the third style, which is like 2 TC Song into Mass Infantry and not going Castle. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, Salami, let's just open with a funny one. Salami, I respect you, but I am not sure about this list. I'm just gonna say that. The best Chinese players by Salami himself: Lenok, Neptune, CSO, UI Metal, and Louis. Now listen. Now I think that these guys are good with Chinese, right? But yeah. Anyway, let's go next. Wham voted Beasty, Marine Lord, Lucifron, Vortex, and B. I think Wham and Puppy Paw are definitely one of the better Chinese players, though. I don't think that Lucifron and Vortex are that good with China. So, in my opinion, I would definitely put Wham and Puppy Paw in for this one. And maybe even Demo, actually. We got Vortex's votes, and we got Lucifron's votes here as well. So, somewhat similar. Again, Louis showing up. Like I said, Louis has been improving a lot, and I hope he keeps practicing, because I think he can become really good. I put Pop in there, I swear. I can double check, brother, but I don't think you did. Recon, Beasty, Marine Lord, Demu, Puppy Paw, and Wham. Demu put Marine Lord, then himself, then me, then Puppy Paw, then Wham. I think this list is maybe not in this order, but I think this list is, in my opinion, the most correct. Then we got sort of's votes right here. And we got Anattend in the end. So, as you can see, it is what it is. And the top 5 Chinese players are me with 37 points, Marine Lord with 33, Demu with 17, Puppy Paw with 15, and Lenok. I think Lenok is also good with Chinese. But, yeah. That's how the tables... No Drongo. I had to veto people voting for Drongo because he would clearly demolish the competition. Check Wham's list. I mean, I can check it, but I'm pretty sure it's correct. So his list, actually, for Wham is me, then Puppy Paw, then Marine Lord, then Demu, then Magic. Would that change anything? That would put Puppy Paw 3rd, right? No. Wait, would it? No, it wouldn't. It would put them even, actually. Beasty needs an assistant? Bro, do you know how many lines of text I have done? You don't understand. You don't understand. But yeah, that would put Demu at 19 and Puppy Paw at 19 as well. But again, it's the same list, right? It doesn't change much. Oh yeah, here you can see I didn't actually update Wham's one. You can see that it's the same as Puppy Paw. That's why. That is the error. Which is why when I did the Abbasid list, or was it Abbasid? The one previous I mentioned, when I saw they had exactly the same, I had to double check. But again, maybe I skipped this one. All right. The next list we're going to be talking about is Ottoman. And for this one, for me personally, I think that Marine Lord's the best Ottoman player. And after that, I have no fucking clue. I'm gonna be honest. After that, I have no clue. But I don't see anyone as like, this guy is excelling at Ottoman, except Marine Lord. Because Marine Lord's Ottoman I struggle with. Let's get going. Salami voted sort of, Recon, Demu, Marine Lord, Vortex, Wham, Marine Lord, Beasty, B, loose from Vortex, oh, Poppy Paw. I'm gonna double check this. Give me a moment. Just so we make sure there is not another mistake. I am checking. It is not a mistake. I'm checking again. They have identical lists. I just double checked. They have identical lists. Okay? For Ottoman. No mistake. Vortex, Marine Lord, Beasty, loose from... I was like, how did he vote Vortex twice? But I read his name. Vortex, Puppy Paw, loose from Marine Lord, Beasty, Vortex, Puppy Paw, and Demu. Recon, the Muslim. It's funny, this list is almost identical to this one for both of them. And then we got sort of an Anatan. In the end, my throat's getting sore from reading out everyone's votes. But as you can see, these are the votes. And I think, in my opinion, the clear winner, or the clear best Ottoman player, is Marine Lord. After that, I got no fucking clue. But the end result for the top 5 Ottoman is Marine Lord with 39 points. Me at second, which I was like, I had the basic same reaction as with Abbasid, like, really? I don't know about that. Vortex B, then Lustron. I think Vortex's and Lustron's Ottoman is really strong because they play it like they do Delhi. They play it super aggro and their micro is really good. So, Salami says I beat Beast in Ottoman Mirror. You want to play right now? 5 games? Let's see how many you win. You know, there's a saying in Serbia that goes something like, even a blind chicken can nab a corn or two. Damn! I'm joking, Salami. Yeah. No, but that saying actually exists. You know, like, have you guys ever seen a blind chicken, actually? I've seen it. It knows there's food, and it nabs the floor until it gets it. Oh, it's same saying in Denmark and Germany? There you go. Yeah. Alright, and the last list... again, I don't think I'm second best Ottoman. Like, I think my micro is good with Ottoman, and I'm good playing it aggressively. Like, I think my feudal is good, but I feel like overall my knowledge of Ottoman is not that... like, I don't think I'm near as Marine Lord in that regard. But then again, I would say also Vortex and Lustron play Ottoman similar to me. I actually don't know how B plays Ottoman because I haven't played as Ottoman in a while. But Vortex and Lustron also play Ottoman like me, which is just feudal all in. And I think Marine Lord is the only guy who goes like multiple TCs with Ottoman and actually does well with it. And the last list... and this one shook me to the core. I was shooketh. After I destroyed Marine Lord 4-3 with only Malians, I named myself, actually, because I'm an asshole. I named myself as Malian King. But is that true? Because if not, that's kind of cringe. So let's get started. The best Malian player, the king of Malians. Who do you guys want to start with? Whose votes do you want to see first? Salami? Alright. I'm clicking it. As you guys know, I have named Salami the Malian Prince after I have taken the Malian King crown. but Salami disagrees. Salami voted the best Malian player is himself, and he wants to challenge the crown. Salami, I hereby sentence you to a best of 7 after this video, where you and I will play either Malian only mirror, or you will play Malian 5 times and then I will play Malian 5 times against your 5 different civs. You can pick. You can pick. There it is. Listen, you gotta, if you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. Anyway, let's continue. Wham, Beasty, B, Marine Lord, Demu, and Lucifron. Poppy Paw, Beasty, Lucifron, B, Marine Lord, and Demu. Vortex and Lucifron. Lucifron voted B, Lucifron, Vortex, Marine Lord, Beasty. Vortex went with Lucifron, Beasty, B, Marine Lord, Demu. Demu put Lucifron first, B, then me, then Vortex, then Marine Lord. Recon voted as me, Marine Lord, Lucifron, B, Demu, and the last two sort of put me as the first, Anoten put B as first. So votes are a bit all over the place. There's Vortex first couple of times, B first couple of times, Salami first one time. And the final results. Am I cringe? Because if you're self-proclaimed king and then everyone else says you're not, that's cringe. The best 5 Malian players are... Whoo! Shit, dude. I got scared there, brother. God damn. Whew. Okay, so number 1 Malian is me, then B, then Lucifron, then Marine Lord, and then Vortex and Demu with the same amount of points, which is 9. Where's Salami? He's right here. Right there. We're just using invisible ink. Those are the final scores. For the Malian, I would say it's pretty close. I think... By the way, I know a lot of people will think like Marine Lord, is 4th kick W, but Marine Lord was trash with Malians, but apparently he has practiced it quite a bit. And I mean, he did beat me once in a Malian mirror, and he's played Malian against other players and won, so I think, as much as I love to shit on him, his Malian did improve, so yeah. And last but not least, these are the final results of all the votes. I think. Yeah, these are the final results of every single civilization. So best English players, Marine Lord, Beasty, Demu, Lucifron, Vortex. Best French, right here. Lucifron took the best Rus. Boom. Best Mongol, best Abbasid, best Malian, best Ottoman, best Chinese, best Holy Roman Empire, and then best Delhi player. I think I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 number 1s. Marine Lord has 4 number 1s, and then Lucifron has 1. I don't know. I think for... I mean, again, there's some stuff I disagree regarding my list. Like, I don't think I'm second best Ottoman. I think Delhi could be Vortex or me. I'm not sure. I think Malian is pretty close between the top 3 as well. Best Abbasid, I mean, Wham beat me in Abbasid mirrors a few times, so I don't... That could also be like me being 3rd easily. Best Mongol, I'm very... This one I'm the most surprised about, the fact that people voted in Marine Lord 2nd. When, like I said, I don't think that... I don't think his Mongol is that good. I don't think I would put him in top 5 even. I would probably put Vortex like 1st or 2nd. Again, I'm not sure how much he plays Mongol still, but yeah. And also, Wayne, Poppy Point, and Lucifron do play Mongols, so it is what it is. Rus, I'm also surprised I'm in top 4, and Also, I don't think I'm top. I don't think I'm even top 5 with French. I'm probably like 6th, 7th, 8th, and that's just pure on mechanics and not my knowledge on French. So there it is. There's the final list. I want to thank all the guys that submitted their lists. Let's go back to it. So list from Vortex, Puckball, Wham, Recon, Demu, Salami, Sort of, and Anatan. A lot of these guys stream, except like 1 or 2 people. So definitely check them out. They're all very, very good players. But yeah, huge shout out to them for providing the lists. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to make this video in January actually, because there was like kind of like content drought, and I wanted to make this video just to kind of get a feel for what people are thinking and stuff like that. But then I was like, a lot of people were taking breaks and on vacation at that time because we had no tournaments in January. So I was like, I'll just delay it after the first big tournament. And it might seem I just made the video because I won the last tournament. It's not. This was planned like for 4 months now to for me to do it. So, and I also wanted to wait a bit after Golden League, so like I don't release it like the next day or something. So I think in general this is a pretty fun video. It took a long time to do. Like I said, I had to take basically 50 votes from each player, calculate the points for each civilization from the 9 players submitted, and then once my amazing mods made this thing where I can just kind of where I can click through this and get different stuff, I had to manually input like every single fucking name there. It was a lot of work, but honestly it was a lot of fun. I don't create videos like this where it's like I don't want to say where there's effort in, but I don't create a lot of these videos where, you know, there's some serious planning behind it and it requires multiple people and stuff like that. But I think it was fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And who knows, maybe in, you know, 6 months we'll do another one. With that being said, I challenge Salami to a show match publicly right now. Let me know how you guys enjoyed the video on Twitch, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think, and make sure to check me out on twitch.tv/Beastyqt. I'm probably live right now. Thank you, YouTube gamers, Twitch gamers. Let's keep going.